Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm so excited about. I am creating a tutorial using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This palette has taken over the internet the past few days. Mine finally arrived today. I created this look with it. I feel like most of the looks that I've seen online are looks using these four bright colors, which I love, and all the looks are amazing, and it's so fun to see everyone's creativity, and it's going to be so fun to take my palette and recreate some of those looks. I wanted to create something a little bit different. I wanted to create something that was wearable for every day. Obviously I'm going to be creating a lot of tutorials with this, so this is kind of a first in the series, but I thought that I would do something different than everyone else to start off. So this is what I came up with. It's a really nice, fresh, pink, gold, glowy makeup look that is perfect for every single day. I love how it turned out, and I'm also not going to be swatching because there's so many videos of swatches, so I feel like you guys can find swatch videos if you would like. So this is just going to be a tutorial. I will tell you right now, I'm already obsessed with this palette. For me personally, it is full of colors that I would grab every single day, plus some fun ones to play around. This is just something that I feel like is so worth it. So if you've been kind of on the fence about it, I think it's so worth it. I really feel like the quality is wonderful for the price, especially. I mean, you get really good high quality shadows and amazing shades for a really affordable price. These are currently sold out, but they will be restocking, and I will let you guys know when that is. It should be soon, at least that's what I'm feeling from Morphe from their social media. So if you haven't gotten your hands on it, you'll be able to once it restocks. Before we get into this tutorial, as always, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you are a subscriber, hit the little bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload, because nowadays YouTube doesn't tell you every time someone you subscribe to uploads unless you're part of the notification squad. So make sure that you're a part of the squad so you don't miss any videos. I upload 3 times a week, so you won't want to miss out. And with that being said, if you guys want to see how I got this easy, everyday, pinky, gold, glowy look using the Jaclyn times Morphe Hill, using the Jaclyn Hill times Morphe palette, then just keep on watching. Oh my gosh. Off to an interesting start. So to prime the eyes, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So we're just going to do a little dot on each eyelid, and then I'm just going to blend this out with a little mini Aesthetica beauty sponge. I love these! I know I say that every time I use them, but I just can't stress it enough. I love these mini sponges. I'm going to make sure to get in the inner corner here, because sometimes that's difficult to get after you've put foundation on if you're doing your eyes first. I'm doing my eyes first because even though this is like an everyday look, I'm just not sure how, like I'm not super familiar with this palette yet, so I don't want to have any fallout. So just as a precaution, that's what we're going to do. Then I'm just going to take some of my Rimmel Stay Matte setting powder, and we're just going to press that on top of the concealer, and this will just help prep the eyelids for eyeshadow. So now let's hop into the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm so excited to be doing a tutorial with this today. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here. This is called MFEO. This is just going to be a really pretty transition shade, so I'm taking that on my double-sided brush. Everybody always asks where this brush is from, because I know I use it in every single tutorial, and I've mentioned it in a couple of my videos, but I should probably mention it in more just in case you guys are new here and you're interested in it. This is from the Balm Cosmetics, and like if there was one eyeshadow brush that I could keep out of my entire collection, it would be this one. I use this for every eye look I do. So I'm just kind of lightly blending that in the crease first, and then once a little bit of the product is off of it, I blend it up towards the brow a little bit further, so we have a really subtle gradient. I'm not trying to make this super bold, so just going to kind of start out our eye look. So I am so drawn to this shade right here. It's a duochrome shade, so it's half pink and half gold. That's how Jaclyn explained it, and this is such a pretty color. It is called Sissy, and I'm going to use this as my lid color. We're going to kind of come back in with this a little bit later, but I found that I like to apply these so far with my fingers. I just feel like I get the best payoff with it, and then we can worry about the crease and blend it out later. But for now, I'm just going to pack this on the lid with my finger. Don't worry about being too precise, because we will be blending things on top of it and through the crease. So I'm just popping this all over the lid. It is such a fun color. I never wear pinks like this, but because it has a gold shift to it, I feel like it makes it much more wearable, and it doesn't look like you have like pink eye. You know what I mean? It makes it look like super luxurious and so pretty. So I'm now going to deepen up the outer corner a bit. I'm going to go into this lovely shade right here. This is called Buns, and I'm just going to start to work that on the outer third of the eye with my Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm starting kind of at the lash line and blending it up through the crease. So as you can see, some of that shimmery shade got removed from adding something on top of it, so I'm just going to lightly pat it over top again just to kind of intensify that. And then I'm just making sure that everything is nice and blended. Going back in with my trusty double-sided brush. I just want to make sure everything is really blended. So for those of you who have been on my channel for a while, you know that I love to use eyeshadows for eyeliner. It's just a really soft way to add definition, and for an everyday look, I feel like that's something that I do a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go right underneath the one that I just used. We're kind of using like these colors here. I'm just going to use this shade right here. I'm going to dip an angled brush. This is the small angled brush by Sigma, the E65. I'm basically just going to take that, starting at the outer part of the top lash line. I'm just going to start making like a little wing liner, and it's not going to be super harsh, but that's what I love about it. Just going to be this really pretty soft brown wing. That shade is called Chip, by the way, if you're wondering. I'm going back in with Jax, I believe that's what it was called, and I'm just deepening up the crease a little bit further. And I think that is it so far. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop some mascara on the top lashes. This is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. I've been really loving this. So even though this is a really like subtle eye makeup look, I want the lashes to be pretty bold. So I'm going to do a couple coats of this and really take my time to make sure it is hugging every lash. I want the crease to be a little bit more defined, so I'm going in with Jax into the crease just to give it a little bit more something. Okay, so let's do complexion. I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. This is the hydrating primer. I really like this. It helps my makeup stay on a lot longer, and it doesn't feel drying or anything like that, so it's really a nice primer for my skin type, but it's also not so hydrating where it makes you look like a grease ball at the end of the day. It's really nice. For foundation today, I'm so excited because it's been a hot minute since I've used this on camera. I'm going to use the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. I love this. I'm going to take the shade Shell and just kind of draw some lines on the face. This is going to be my main color. I do like to mix them, so we're going to use mainly Shell, but then I do like to go in with a little bit of Bisque because it's a little bit more yellow tone. So I just kind of put that in random places. To blend that out, I'm going to use the Sigma Flat Kabuki brush. Oh, how I have missed this foundation. It is amazing. Look at that! I swear, this is the best foundation that I have ever tried. I love trying new foundations, and out of all the ones I've tried, I honestly feel like this is probably my favorite. It does such a good job of giving a full coverage, but without looking cakey at all. Like, it looks so natural on the skin. I love this. For concealer today, I'm going to use my handy dandy Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to make sure to dot some on the blemishes that I have. So let's use a little bit under the eyes. We're going to use it to highlight the face as well. I love the smell of Shape Tape. Does anybody else? Am I crazy? I'm just going to blend that out with a beauty blender. And for the under eyes, I'm going to use my Aesthetica beauty sponge. To set the under eyes, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for the under eyes. On a little brush, this is the Powder Sweep brush from Sigma. I'm just going to pat that and kind of dust it under the eye area. This powder is so finely milled, and it really does have a really gorgeous like reflectant in it, so it's beautiful under the eyes. I like to drag it down in like a triangle where I put the concealer. I think it's so pretty. To set the rest of the face, I'm going to go into my Rimmel Stay Matte powder with my Sigma large powder brush and just kind of press this all over the skin, making sure to set anywhere that creases, which is usually my smile lines. So hopping back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to go in with that pink shade that we were using. We're just going to work this on the lower lash line. I think this is the prettiest color for the lower lash line. The gold really stands out. I don't know what it is. It's amazing. Then I'm going to take the shade Jax and work that on the outer third of the eye. Next, I'm going to take this shade right here. This is called In Light, and this is the prettiest inner corner highlight, so I'm going to use it as that. Look at that! That is so pretty. I'm going to work it up into the eyeshadows on the top lid as well as in the like inner third of the lower lash line. This is so pretty. I'm going to take what's left on my brush and just run that underneath the brow bone. Then I'm just going to pop some mascara on the lower lashes. To warm up my complexion, I'm going in with my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I love this bronzer so much. Oh heavens, I have been so clumsy today. I will never get used to that smell in a good way. Like, it never gets old. That's what I was trying to say. That probably sounded like I thought it didn't smell good, but I meant that it did. I just want like this pinky glow about me today. So we're adding some warmth into the skin, you know? That inner corner highlight is poppin'. So since we're using the Jaclyn Hill palette, I thought I would pull out my Jaclyn Hill Becca face palette because it's amazing. So I'm going to use some of these things in here. I don't think the blushes are around anymore, so just use any sort of neutral blush. I'm going to go in with the shade Amaretto in this palette, and I'm focusing that on the back part of my cheek to kind of give myself a little bronze blush. And I'm using my large angled contour brush from Sigma. But since we have an iridescence going on, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is called Rose Spritz, and it's a luminous blush with my dual fiber powder brush from Sigma. And this is just going to give us a really pretty glow that I feel like matches the eye look really nicely. Of course, that is not all the glow we're going to have. I'm going to go ahead and mix Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, the two highlighters. These are sold now. Champagne Pop has always been, but they do sell Prosecco Pop now, which is really exciting. I'm going to go with mostly Champagne Pop with just a little Prosecco. And I'm going to work this onto the cheekbone. So it's really going to give us that pinky, glowy highlight. I'm going to put a little down the nose, Cupid's bow, a little right here and here. That is so pretty. It's been a while since I've used this face palette. I love it. Before I do lipstick, I'm going to set the sides of my face with the Make It Dewy setting spray. I was watching a video. Gosh, what was it? Might have been like a live video from Bobbi Brown. Was it that? No. It was Patrick Starr's video. I don't remember what video it was, but they put dewy setting spray on the sides of the face. Why is that like an obvious idea but a genius idea? Because I don't like to be doing the center, so why would I put this on the center of my face? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the Milani Make It Dewy setting spray on the sides of my face. Genius. Genius. For lipstick, we're going to keep it pink again. I'm going to take the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Infamous. Okay, and now I'm just gonna dab that in with my finger a little. Doesn't that match nicely? Then to top it off, I'm gonna use a Buxom gloss. This is in the shade Sandy, and I'm not usually like a massive gloss person, but I'm feeling like having Jaclyn Hill nude lips today, you know what I mean? And this is one of my favorite glosses, so that completes this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you like this more wearable everyday makeup look. I really like how it turned out. I feel like it's super fresh. The eyeshadow color is still so unique that it's not like a boring everyday look, you know what I mean? There's still a little something that will grab people's attention. So let me know if you like this tutorial by giving this video a thumbs up. Also leave some comments down below with some suggestions of other looks you would like to see with this palette. I'm so inspired by this palette. I know I'm going to make so many looks with this, so hopefully you guys will be excited for that. Thanks again for watching, you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for all of your support that you give me every single day. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out if you have not already, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye!